How's everybody doing today? This is Corey Lee's Boxing, and we're back with another banger. So please stop everything you're doing. Smash that like button, you guys. Let's get these likes up. And yeah, man, we're gonna talk this boxing today, man. Wow, man, it is going down, you guys. Finally, man. Both of these guys are linked up to fight. Finally, Jaron Ennis versus Clayton. From the Jaron Ennis is from Philadelphia, USA, and Clayton is from Canada. So this is gonna be a pretty good fight, man. Clayton was he has been rated as high as number one through the WBO before. So this is definitely a good step up for him. Wow, man, this is a really good fight. I really been wanting to see this fight. It had got postponed. It was supposed to happen once before, and for whatever reason, it didn't. I believe Clayton picked. They say Clayton picked Sergey Lipinets, and then the draw happened, and then right after that, if you guys didn't remember, Lipinets fought Jaron Ennis. So they got a common opponent. You know what I'm saying? So that's a really good I'm just saying, you guys, right now, man, stylistically, this is a really good matchup. I just feel like, Clayton, obviously a lot of people don't know about him. He's out there in the UK, out there in Canada. He trains, I believe, here out in the USA sometimes. But this is a really, really good matchup, man. Smash that like button, you guys. But right now, Jaron Ennis is coming off of really, really good wins, you guys. If you guys all know, man, Jaron Ennis has been laying the boom in the welterweight division. A lot of people has been talking about him, man. But that's, they're giving him his just due. He's a really good fighter. His dad is behind him. His dad is his head trainer. And they got a good 1-2 combination going on, man, with father son going on right now. I really, really, truly think that that's a good matchup for both of these guys. But yeah, let me break it down, man. So Jaron Ennis, you guys, if you guys don't know, he's undefeated. Both of these guys are undefeated. Um, and Jaron Ennis is moving up the ladder, you guys. He's trying to fight, the best fighters in the world. And I don't take that from I don't and I feel like, us as boxing fans, we shouldn't take that lightly because a lot of boxing fans, you know, don't excuse me, a lot of boxers don't do that. They don't do that. Jerron Boots Ennis says on his Twitter account about 19 hours ago, he says, it's that time to lock in and get in Mr. Catch a Body mode. Wow. Road to 29-0. Hashtag IBF Eliminator. If you guys know, Earl Spence Jr. has had that IBF belt for a while, so hey, he's coming for Earl Spence. That's what it's looking like. Jaron Boots Ennis is coming for Earl Spence. He knocked out Thomas Delorme in one round, if you guys remember, in October. And I really, really, truly think that Jaron Boots Ennis, man, is a really good fighter. He won the 2014 Las Vegas Golden Gloves. Excuse me, he got silver in that 2015 Las Vegas Golden Gloves. He got the gold medal in that in 2015. So yeah, in his professional boxing career, he's 20 right now, you guys. He's 28-0. His last win was against Thomas Delorme. Like I said, first round knockout. The fight before that, which they both have a common opponent. Remember, Clayton had a draw with Sergey Lipinets. Okay, that same fighter, styles make matchups, you guys. That same fighter, Sergey Lipinets, got knocked out by Jaron Boots Ennis in the 6th round. So they got a common opponent, you guys. And Sergey Lipinets, you guys, remember, you guys, Sergey Lipinets is the same guy that retired. Damn, I can't. Peterson. So Lamont Peterson. So it was one of those things like, he retired him, man. A DMV legend, a Baltimore legend, a DMV legend. He, the Peterson brothers, and I believe one of them still fighting, but Lamont Peterson, Sergey Lipinets retired him, and not too long after Sergey Lipinets fought, um, he fought Clayton, so it's a really good fight, man. Like I said, yeah, see, it says Sergey Lipinets fought in his 16th professional bout. He fought Lamont Peterson. He TKO'd him in the 10th round, retired him. I remember that fight. I watched that fight live. Lamont Peterson was doing good in that fight, but then he started catching some blows to the head at the end of that fight. But then he got a draw with 2 fights later with Clayton, which was 16. Excuse me. Lipinets was 16-1 at the time of that fight. His only loss coming up into that was, remember, he lost to Mikey Garcia in a really good fight in the 12-round unanimous decision. He lost to Mikey Garcia. And then he got a draw with Clayton, okay? And then he beat Jaron Ennis. So, and if you guys want to go down Clayton's, and the way he looking, Crypto Colors, what's happening, man? He says, Corey Lee, what's up? He says, what you think of that new boxing game coming out? It's called ECBC Boxing. I gotta check it out, man. I gotta check it out. I haven't heard a whole lot about it. This is my first time actually hearing about it. I gotta definitely check that out. I want a new boxing game. Shit, I'm still playing Fight Night Champions on fucking Xbox 360. But I got an Xbox One, but I play it on Xbox 360. So, that's that. But yeah, as far as these fights go, man, Clayton, man, I'm telling you guys right now, the reason why I'm doing this video, man, is because I think this is a very, very underrated fight. I think Clayton has a lot left in the tank. He's a really good fighter. Um, and he's, like I said, he's from Canada. Okay, he's a Canadian professional boxer. He's held the WBA and the NABA welterweight title since 2019. As an amateur, he is a 6-time Canadian national champion and represented the Canadian at the 2012 Olympics, where he reached the quarterfinals. This dude is named Custio Clayton, nicknamed the War Machine. You guys got to understand, man. These guys are now. He's 34 years old. He's from Nova Scotia, Canada. Shout out to Nova Scotia, Canada, man. Shout out. His total fights, he's got 20. As you guys know, he's 19-0 with 1 draw, 12 wins by way of knockout, you guys. So he got 12 big wins by way of knockout. Um, and yeah, man. So he's accepted the. So you guys got to understand right now. Um, he's under. I believe he's in some type of contract with Showtime. But he's definitely, in Jaron Ennis's first fight in his contracted deal. I believe Jaron Ennis can win this fight, but I believe Clayton has to get dirty in there, man. He's got to get the respect of Ennis quick. Um, and it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot to ask, but we gotta see how this fight goes, man. This is gonna be a tough fight. Both fighters, you know, Clayton right now, you guys, hasn't fought in a while, so the inactivity could play a key factor in this fight. Um, you know, he hasn't fought. Clayton hasn't fought since December 11th. Oh, excuse me. He just fought December 11th, 2021. Sorry about that. But before that, he fought Lipinex in October 24th of 2020. So he did get a tune-up fight. I'm sorry about that. He did get a tune-up fight December 11th. He fought a guy named Cameron Crail. He had a terrible record. I'm not even going to announce his record, but that was a tune-up fight. He got a unanimous decision with that. He went all 10 rounds with that. Um, and maybe Jaron Boots Ennis' team was like, you know what? We knocked out Sergey Lipinets in 6 rounds. This guy got a draw with him, and then he's fighting a guy that's got multiple losses, and he's going to unanimous decision with this guy Cameron Creel. I mean, if I'm Jaron Boots Ennis, I'm thinking like, dude, this dude's lunch meat. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, to be honest with you. So, moving forward, I really truly think that this fight is very, very underlooked. I think that they'll talk about it more the more that this fight comes up and the more that this we get closer to the fight. But as of right now, you guys, Clayton is a live dog. I'm saying it first here. I want to see how he looks and I want to see how he looks in camp. But right now, you guys, Corley Boxing, I'm putting a stamp on this, man. This could possibly be on upset alert, man. Jaron Boots Ennis is definitely coming up. They're saying he's the tools, he's this, he's that. I understand all of that, man. But this guy Clayton is, listen, man. He was in a 2012 Olympics. He's a 6-time Canadian national champion. I mean, he's undefeated. You know, look what happened with Chris Colbert. He went in there and he thought that the guy was okay, but he didn't know how good the guy was. You know, and he underrated. I feel like he underestimated him. Now I'm not saying Jaron Buddha said this is gonna do that. I'm pretty sure Jaron. But see, I heard Jaron Boots and his dad saying that we don't know a whole lot about, Clayton. We wanted to fight the bigger names. We wanted to fight named opponents, bigger names than this. So, hey, I'm telling you, that's what his father said, the head trainer of Jaron Boots Ennis. I'm not saying they're overlooking anybody, but they don't know a lot about this guy. You know what I mean? Thomas Moreland, salute. What's happening, man? Ralph Unreal, what's happening? He said, don't sleep on Clayton. Crypto Color says, Corey, you really know your boxing, brother. I never heard of any of these fighters. Yeah, man, I'm trying to tell you. That's what I'm trying to tell you now, man. I've been watching Clayton for a while, man. I got family in Canada. So I've been watching Clayton for a while. He's been coming up the ranks. That fight against Sergey Lipinets, I didn't think he was on his game. I've seen him fight before. I've seen his jab. I've seen his movements and stuff like that. I don't know if he got, the bright lights, and all of that stuff. I don't know if, that didn't look good, or the inactivity of him as a fighter. I don't know if that played a key factor as well. But at the end of the day, man, it's what have you done for me lately? And what Clayton has done for us lately is only got us a draw and a fucking unanimous decision with a guy he's supposed to dominate. Ice season. That guy Creel that he fought was supposed to be on Corey Lee Boxing's Ice Season Greatest Hits. You know what I'm saying? But he went 10-round unanimous decision with him. So if I'm Jaron Boots Ennis and I'm looking for an opponent that's ranked in the top 10, that was formerly ranked number 1 in the WBO, same title, okay, that Terrence Crawford has, okay. He's ranked number 1 in that, or he was ranked number 1 in that organization before his inactivity. That's showing you guys that this guy is the real deal. You know what I'm saying? He's ranked high as shit. He's number 1. You know what I'm saying? And the rankings, sometimes people say the rankings don't mean shit and all that. I understand that, man. But you're not going to get a number 1 ranking from the WBO and not deserve it, man. So my personal opinion about this fight, man, this fight is, right now, I want to see more from Clayton in camp. I want to see if he's dialed in. I want to see what type of training regimens he's doing. I mean, is this dude fucking locked in? I'll know come the night before the I'll know the night before the fight what type of shape Juju Clayton. I mean, excuse me. I said Juju Clayton. I know what type of fight that this guy Clayton is in, okay, from Canada. Okay, and I also know what type of shape that Jaron Boots Ennis is in, because Jaron Boots Ennis comes in shape pretty much every fight I've seen him in. He's came in shape. I don't know him to balloon up in between fights. He's been very active as well. That's another plus for him. Um, he's been very active as well. You guys got to understand, an active fighter is a dangerous fighter. You know, inactivity in a fighter can, derail his career, can, ruin his career. Inactivity in a fighter can ruin a boxer's career. I've seen it time and time again. Look at Allah Mikey Garcia. What the fuck is he doing? He just lost. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, come on, man. And he lost to a guy that he was a heavy favorite on. Back to the inactivity again, man. Back to the inactivity. I think after a while it catches up to you. Um, and we'll see. We'll see what this guy. We'll see what Clayton can bring to the table. I'm very very optimistic on this fight. I think that this fight has all of the the fixings to possibly be an upset. You guys, I'm being honest. I rate Jaron Boots Ennis very highly, but we haven't seen him take a shot really. You know what I mean? We haven't seen him put in there face with adversity really. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this is Corley boxing, y'all. I don't have no motherfucking favorite fighter. Oh shit! I'm just messing with y'all, man. Y'all guys know I fuck with music. Come on now, but I'm just being honest, man. I'm calling a spade a spade. Shit. You guys gotta understand. Errol Spence has been inactive. Okay, Clayton has been inactive. Okay, and you guys gotta understand, when a fighter is inactive, there's no telling what a fighter can do. It takes a very disciplined fighter to focus, and he doesn't have a fucking fight schedule. You know what I mean? You're going into work every day, but you don't know when you're getting paid. You don't know when you're fucking getting paid. You don't know when that check's coming through the fucking front door, but you're still training. After 3 months of not knowing when you're going to get paid, how hard are you really going to train that fourth month? Stop playing with me, man. It's Corley boxing, man. You know we back with another banger, man. I talk this shit for real because I know what these fighters go through, man. You know what I'm saying? I really do, man. And I really think that, an active fighter is a dangerous fighter. So with that being said, Jaron Boots Ennis is a really good fighter. He was, prospect of the year. He was, up and coming fighter and of the year and all of that stuff. And he's got good accolades. He's supposed to be the next best thing. Jaron Boots Ennis is the real deal. Nobody can beat Jaron Boots Ennis. He's immortal. I mean, that's what some of these fight fans are talking. You know what I mean? They're talking like this guy, Jaron Boots Ennis, is the fucking golden child, which I'm not saying he's not a good fighter. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. Jaron Boots Ennis can fight. You know what I'm saying? He's a really good fighter. But you guys got to understand, don't look over certain opponents, you know what I'm saying? And I really feel like that this guy Clayton is not coming in as a fucking opponent, man. He's coming in to take this dude Jaron Boots and his head off. I've already seen him say it in the interview. He wanted this fight. This is a fight that he wanted. See, when a fighter says that he wants a fight, and I feel it, like deep, I feel him like that. He's deep down. He feels like he really wants to fight, and he really wants to fight Jaron Boots, and he's not scared of him. That changes the tide of the whole shit too. Yeah, he can be confident, go out there and get iced the fuck out. I understand that. But what I'm saying is, some of these fighters don't even want to fight each other. That's calling a spade, man. Some of these fucking fighters don't even want to fight each other, man. You know what I'm saying? So, for these two guys undefeated, you know, two black fighters undefeated fighting each other, man. Awesome. Awesome for the sport of boxing, man. And I just feel like, I feel like Clayton should get a little bit more recognition. I feel like a lot of fans are saying that, who is this guy? Why isn't he fighting you guys? Why isn't he fighting the Earl Spence, you guys winner? Who is this guy he's fighting in the title eliminator? Does this guy even deserve a chance to even fight in the title eliminator with Jaron Boots Ennis? I'm like, what the fuck? This guy was on the scene before Jaron Boots Ennis. You know what I'm saying? Jaron Boots Ennis got hot, I say, in the last 2 years. You know what I'm saying? The last 2 years, everybody's channel's been talking about Jaron Boots Ennis. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, rightfully so. He's passed all the tests that we've seen for him so far. You know? But let's not look over and say that this guy ain't really been getting touched like that, because he hasn't. You know what I'm saying? He's been put in good so far. Great, if you ask me. You know what I'm saying? Great, if you ask me. I feel like that Lipinets fight was perfect for him, man. You know, Lipinets was there to take some shots, but how many shots can you take if a guy's sitting down on his punches and he's accurate as fuck, like Jaron Boots Ennis? That stylistically, that was a good fight for him. You know, stylistically, that was a really good fight for him. Now, moving forward, this guy Clayton is gonna hit him back. Okay, so some of those counters, you know what I'm saying, that Jaron Boots Ennis wants to wants to counter Clayton with, he might get touched on that before he can counter. You know what I mean? He might slip in and think he's gonna slip in and get touched. You guys gotta understand, Clayton is slick too. You know what I'm saying? And I've seen Clayton, you know, I've seen him display way better efforts, you know, than Sergey Lipinets. But we gotta see, like people say, he hasn't really fought anybody. I can understand that as well, you know. But you never know until you fight somebody. You know, you never know. You know, you never know, man. You know, so in his 16th professional fight, he Clayton knocked out the DeMarcus Corley. Um, you know, and he had a couple, you know, he's got a couple names, but he's not got nobody significant on his resume. But, you know, I mean, a lot of people didn't know about him in the Sergey Lipinets fight. They knew more about Sergey Lipinets. You know, I truly thought that Clayton won that fight clearly against Lipinets. That's what I thought. You know, I thought it was I thought it was, you know, he had to fight. You know, I wouldn't say clearly, but I would say that I thought he won the fight. You know what I'm saying? You know, 2 rounds up. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that it couldn't have went either way, but I'm saying if you were watching the fight, man, some of those rounds I feel like Lipinets took off. You know, and you know, because I feel like Clayton was putting that pressure on him. You know what I'm saying? And Lipinets is more of a pressure fighter too. But you guys gotta understand, Clayton was putting pressure on him and backing up. So he was playing like pretty much like, you know, I'm gonna let you get on right now, but then when I get on, can you handle it? Like, you know what I mean? Like he was letting Sergey Lipinets, you know, tee off, like not tee off, but he was letting him throw his shots. And then he was waiting for right times to counter Lipinets, which I think he was doing well. And I think he was fighting off his back foot well as well. There was certain things in that Lipinets fight which I didn't think it was his best performance, but I do think that, you know, his Lipinets performance showed things and characteristics as a boxer that, you know, shows that he's on that top level. My personal opinion, you know. But yeah, man, you know, this is Corley Boxing. Shout out to Ralph Unreal, man. He says Clayton beats Lipinets in my opinion. Clayton is more of a boxer. He doesn't have that much power. Yeah, but we'll see. We'll see once he start if he can sit down on those punches against Jaron Boots Ennis, because I'm gonna be honest, man. Sergey Lipinets felt that power. I seen him dazed a couple times. So we not gonna say that Clayton ain't got no power. We ain't gonna say that because Clayton definitely's got power. You know, he's got 12 knockouts. He's only got 17 fights. He's got 12 knockouts. The guy's got power. The guy's definitely got power, 100%. But can he sit down on his punches and catch, you know, Jaron Boots Ennis coming in? And I think it's possible. I really do. You know, I really do. But, you know, Jaron Boots Ennis is the top tier talent. And, you know, Clayton is coming in there as an underdog. So we'll see, man. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Please smash that like button and subscribe. And until next time, you guys. Peace.